In the bustling little town of Midville, there were two business owners who couldn't have been more different, Sam Morgan and Jack Thompson. They ran rival stores, each vying for the attention of the townsfolk. Sam owned Sam's Emporium, a quirky general store filled with oddities and eccentricities, while Jack was the proprietor of Thompson's Treasures, a sophisticated boutique specializing in high-end products. One sunny morning, as the scent of fresh pastries wafted from the bakery next door, the tension between Sam and Jack reached its breaking point. They stood in the narrow alley between their stores, shouting over a sandwich board that Sam had accidentally placed just a smidge over the imaginary boundary that divided their territories. "Sam, this is absurd," Jack bellowed, his finely tailored suit contrasted by Sam's mismatched attire. "You can't just keep encroaching on my space." "Jack, my dear friend, it's just a bit of friendly competition," Sam retorted with a mischievous twinkle in his eye. "Besides, you've got to admit my collection of rubber chickens is quite the crowd pleaser." Jack huffed, his frustration palpable. "That may be, but it's hardly in keeping with the refined atmosphere I've cultivated in my store." The argument escalated, with each owner hurling insults and accusations at the other, and a small crowd of onlookers began to gather. It seemed that Midville was on the brink of witnessing a full-scale retail war. As they continued to argue, an unexpected downpour of rain suddenly drenched them both. Their fiery debate came to an abrupt halt as they looked around, realizing that the crowd had dispersed, and they were now the laughingstock of the town, standing in the middle of the alley drenched to the bone. Sam couldn't help but chuckle at the absurdity of the situation. "Well, Jack, it seems Mother Nature has given her verdict on our little spat." Jack begrudgingly laughed too, realizing the comical turn of events. "Perhaps we've both been a bit too passionate about this." They retreated to the cozy bakery next door, where the warm aroma of freshly baked bread enveloped them. As they sat at a table by the window, they began to chat, not about their stores, but about their lives and interests outside of business. To their surprise, they discovered they had more in common than they could have imagined. Both were avid collectors, though their tastes differed widely. Sam collected vintage board games and bizarre knickknacks, while Jack had a penchant for rare books and antique silverware. They shared stories of their most treasured finds and found themselves laughing over shared experiences. Weeks passed, and Sam and Jack's rivalry evolved into a friendly banter. Sam once adorned his shop with a Thompson's Treasures banner as a prank, and Jack retaliated by filling Sam's storefront with helium balloons one morning. Their antics kept the townsfolk entertained and brought a light-hearted spirit to Midville. One sunny afternoon, as they stood outside their stores, Sam turned to Jack and said, "You know, Jack, maybe we've been looking at this rivalry all wrong. Instead of competing, what if we joined forces?" Jack raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "What do you have in mind?" "Well," Sam grinned, "imagine combining the quirkiness of Sam's Emporium with the sophistication of Thompson's Treasures. We could create something entirely unique, a store that appeals to everyone in town." Jack considered the idea, and as he did, he realized that Sam might be onto something. They spent the next few weeks brainstorming, designing, and transforming their stores into a collaboration that was unlike anything Midville had ever seen. The newly rebranded Sam and Jack's Emporium of Treasures featured an eclectic blend of high-end antiques and whimsical oddities. The townsfolk flocked to the store, drawn by the irresistible charm of two unlikely friends turned business partners. Their store became a sensation, drawing visitors from neighboring towns and even catching the eye of a travel magazine. Sam and Jack's newfound friendship and collaborative spirit had not only revitalized their businesses, but it also revitalized the spirit of Midville itself. As they sat on the porch one sunny afternoon sipping lemonade, Sam turned to Jack and said, "Who would have thought that a rivalry could lead to the best friendship and business partnership I've ever had?" Jack nodded, a genuine smile on his face. "Indeed, Sam. Sometimes the most unexpected friendships are the ones that bring the most joy." And so, in the quirky little town of Midville, where oddities and sophistication blended seamlessly, the tale of Sam and Jack served as a reminder that even the fiercest rivals can become the dearest of friends, and that sometimes the best partnerships are born from a little bit of humor, a touch of humility, and a dash of unexpected friendship.